my booze. We're gonna open it. I'm nervous. What's up, booze? Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Tay, and we back with another video. And today, I'm here to drop some tools, some hints, some clues, some gems, the gold on how to start your own business, make your own money, believe in yourself. Stuff I feel like when I was like looking to do it back in 2021, it was like it was a secret. Like it wasn't, people didn't want you to know what website to go to, or you had to pay somebody to file it for you, or so it was just like I've learned a lot of stuff, you know, on my own, and I'm not quite, you know, there where I want to be, but I have learned some things along the way that may help someone else along the way. So I'm here to share that with y'all for free. But before I do that, make sure y'all like the video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all turn your notifications bell on so y'all don't miss it next time I upload. And then once you do that, let me see y'all comment some little gold sprinkle stars to let me know y'all done that. But let's just go ahead and get into it. You want to do is figure out what type of business you want to have. What do you want to sell? What do you want to do? Like, what's the point of your business? What do you feel passionate about? Because if you don't love what you're doing, it's not going to work. And then all the hard work that you got to put into getting there, into seeing a profit, into, you know, feeling like it's finally paying off, it won't feel like it's worth it if it's not something you're passionate about or something you care about. So then you'll be no wasted your time. So you definitely want to figure that out. And then you want to register your business name with the state. And I do promote getting an LLC. I did do a little bit of research yesterday, and just to see what the difference is with an LLC, and if you have sole proprietorship or just like sole ownership of a name, it's not technically a business, or, you know, looked at by the state as being basically business, because you're not an LLC. So if you get a sole proprietorship or sole ownership, proprietorship, I would say look into that before you do that. If you are, you know, creating clothing line, not you are retailing, but you are creating the clothing line, you are coming up with the design, you're coming up with the name, you're coming up with the fabric, coming up with the colors, like you are putting all that work into having, you know, that name or that brand or that clothing line. You definitely want to get a trademark. You want to trademark your logo, your name, your brand, or anything of that nature, so that replicas won't be made of your brand without paying you, basically. If you guys have been paying attention, the black-owned business that is very new, I haven't really looked into the brand, but I know they were doing like the yarn shirts and the yarn pants, and then companies started, you know, replicating it or copying it, and there was no legal course that could be taken because you did not trademark. So you want to make sure you get a trademark so that you trademark your specific symbol, brand, item, your creation, your innovation, so that no side companies or vendors or, you know, DIY projects, because I do a lot of DIY projects of, you know, viral things that's going around, and, you know, if someone was to have it, you know, trademarked and I did it, I could get in, you know, trouble for that, and I would have to, you know, delete it, which would be respectful because that's something you came up with, that's your idea, you put time into it, you thought of it, you created it, so you trademarked it, so it won't be taken like you copyrighted it. So okay, back to basic things. So when you go to register your business, you do want to go to the Secretary of State website, and a lot of people get that confused when you go and you look up how to register your business. I keep on seeing that Legal Shield is coming up, and a lot of different like third-party companies just coming up. You want to go directly to the Secretary of State's website, which is SOSNC.gov. So once you go there, it then pulls up like this, which I just showed y'all. It then pulls up like this. And then right here it does have, right here it does have register your business, which that's what you want to do. And then it says file business annual report here, reinstate or requalify here, renew notary commission here. So when you first start, you do want to go to register your business. And then once you do that, it does give you a thing to sign in. This is why reading is fundamental. Because when you first go there, it will say sign in here, but technically you don't have anything to sign into because you haven't done anything. So you want to pay attention to the links over here on this side. So it does say sign in help, and so then it says sign in, forgot your password or username, or browser recommendations, and then it says first time user. So you're definitely going to go to first time user. Once you go to first time user, it takes you through all the steps of basically registering your business with an LLC. It asks for your, basic information, your business information, things of that sort. And you will get an email. It took like maybe 5 days to get the email, basically saying that I have been recognized by the state in the name of MJ Exclusive Brand. This is a business, my LLC, all of this, all of that. So then it does send you this paperwork, and it is very important to, I say now, print off everything once you get it, because in the long run, you're going to need paper copies of everything. So the Secretary of State will send you your, basically, congratulations letter on your business. And then once I got that, I did go to the IRS website to apply for my employee ID number, which is an EIN, employee identification number. And you need an EIN if you're going to run a business, because this basically gives you leeway, or opens up the doors for you to get a business account, a business loan, money. When PPPs were going around for small businesses, you had to have an EIN. That was how they recognized you by the state. So once you get your basic approval letter by the state for your business, you want to go to the IRS website, which is irs.gov. And as soon as you come on here, you just scroll to the bottom and it says apply for your employee EIN. You want to go ahead and do that, because I think it takes about a week for them to generate your EIN. So you want to kind of do all these things in the beginning. Once you really figure out what you're going to do, what you're going to sell, what your business is going to be, you want to go ahead and get these things done, because it's not like it takes one day. It takes time, and then there are a lot of steps that you have to go through, a lot of back and forth running, printing this off, getting this, getting that. So you want to make sure you have everything in order for when you do that. And I am just showing you papers that I had to print off. You guys can't see any information on the papers, and if you can, I will obviously cut it out, because I'm not going to give y'all my information. But I feel like this should not be a secret. For you to start your own business, for you to believe in yourself, for you to do something for yourself, it should not be a secret. Why is it a secret? Why? Okay. So anyways, once you apply for your EIN, the Department of Treasury will send you basically this paper here. Okay, so once you apply for your EIN PIN and it is accepted, approved, and sent to you, the Department of Treasury will send you basically a letter looking like this. And it has my brand name on it, and it has some information over here. But they'll send you this, and they'll send you your PIN, and it does say, "Dear tax preparer, thank you for applying for your employee identification number. Please keep this letter for your records." And it is named all business, federal tax information, and banking information, blah, 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 blah. So you want to make sure you get your EIN because you do file your taxes with that. You do get a business account with that. Like, that is very important. And so, you want to make sure you have it. So then something else that you do have to do on this is annually, which will be yearly. So every year you do have to pay your annual filing fee. And so when you go to the Secretary of State, that is also an option there under register your business. It does say file business annual report year. And so you go and do that yearly. I actually, when I went to kind of set up my business account, a lot of this stuff I just learned that I needed. So I'm sharing it with y'all because I just learned, a lot of this information that, again, I did not know that I needed to do. But it's been some time since I've put time into my business. And so this time, coming back out, I want to make sure I do everything the right way. So I did have to pay for my annual filing fee while I was actually at the bank, because the bank will look up your business account and make sure that you are active. And so actually it will, tell them active or inactive, delinquency, or whatever the case may be, and it'll tell the bank what you need to do, and they'll tell you. The same thing with your EIN. The bank that I went with, they actually wanted the physical letterhead of the EIN. I always had my EIN, in my records, but I didn't have the physical paper. So that's why I say it's kind of best to just go ahead and print everything off, because depending on who you bank with, depending on, what you do, different places, different entities, different, businesses, they want different things. But all of these things you need to have a business, no matter which way you look at it. So those are just some background things that, you want to make sure you take care of with the state, with the IRS. And then if you are looking to get a business account, which I just started, which I'm so happy that I did. I just started my business account, y'all. And the bank that I went with, they had a promotion going on where they actually put money in your business account if you put X amount of money into the account. So I felt like that was a win-win for me, because basically you're appreciating me for banking with you, giving you my business, putting my money into your account. You are, giving me something back for that. So that made me feel good about it. It is more of a smaller scale banking. It is a small banking account. But literally, that's what it's called, small banking account. So it's on a smaller scale, but it is just to kind of get me started, which I'm excited about, because I don't want to continue to put my personal money with my business money and have everything running over. And oh my God, when it's time to do your business taxes, keeping up with all them receipts is a headache within itself. But you do want to keep track of what you're spending on your business, because it is a deductible. Depending on how much your business made throughout the year, you can either owe, or it can, come out as zero, because your deductibles and everything you put out into your business, it kind of aligned with what you made in. But they do want receipts, so it is easier to just have a business account, because you can get banking statements and just turn that in. Like, if everything on that business account is about the business, then every transaction is a deductible or is a profit, so it's easier to keep track of it that way. I learned last year through Cash App, with the amount of money I made, I should have had a business account last year, so that was on me. Okay, so depending on what bank you go with, it depends if they'll look at your sole proprietorship as being eligible to have a business account, or a business card, or business credit. So it is easier to get your LLC. The bank I'm with, they actually, with me opening up a business account, I was able to open up a personal account as well, just to kind of make everything a little bit more easier that way. So I am very excited about that, you guys. And it's just, another like stepping stone into making sure that my business is gonna be 100%, you know, under me, mine, I own it, representing me, and just, you know, really showing who I am. And so, y'all, with that being said, I got some inventory in. I got some inventory in, y'all. I low-key want to look at it, but I want to wait because I have so much going on and so much, like, more stuff coming in that I don't want to, like, get overly excited and just start doing stuff and it don't flow. Because I don't like when stuff don't flow. But I'm so excited. I don't know. Should I open it? I don't know. I low-key want to open it because I'm just like so like anxious to see what it looks like. But I low-key don't want to open it. We're gonna open it. Look. I'm not gonna look, but yeah, that's the background information on starting your business, LLC, EIN, PIN, all that. I hope this video helped you guys. If you you know, got to take away some very informative information, if you were, you know, updated on some things that you didn't know, if this video helped you decide whether or not to get an LLC, whether or not to get a business account, whether or not to get a credit account, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, turn your notifications bell on so that you don't miss the next upload, and I will see you guys in the next video.